I got a eBay auction that was like a $40 Japanese PS2, but and it was like the guy said it was tested and working and everything, but he sent it from Japan. So when it came here, I don't know if it was just like through the shipping process or something happened. It powers on and everything. Maybe like the ribbon inside needs some adjusting. I don't really know. I don't know how that works. Maybe if it's purely like a laser thing or what. But yeah, when it came, even though he said it was tested and working, it just wouldn't read the discs. So I was like, I wonder, I'm like, did you test it with a disc or did you just like test it to see if it powered on? So I've just got that PS2 lying around. And then I've got, when I found out that one was busted, I bought this one. But there's no, whoops. There's no tech difference. The versions are the same speed. I only have this one because it's cheaper. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, this was like 20 bucks, whereas like the North American version I think was like 80. Dude, I know. I can't remember if I hit the analog button or not. Gonna lose a second here to figure it out. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so I just like, because I know this is a thing, I've been just trying to remain like really still, because I don't want to like shake my desk. I don't even like pump my legs or anything. I just try to be so still while I play this. That's why I'm always like thrown off. It's only happened twice, so like that's pretty good, right? I don't know how many hours I put in, but like, let's say even if I put in like 50 or 60, only having that happen twice is not that bad. It's just like that feeling in the back of your head when you're on a good pace, like, is this thing gonna turn off on me? But I'm just gonna try not to overthink it. Dude, I know. Everyone's gonna be running on these, like... Jeez, I always forget the name of this shit. I'm not into it. Like Mr. or like Raspberry Pis and stuff. I don't know what the stuff is. You know what I'm talking about though. They're these little like emulation machines. Everyone's just gonna be having that stuff. Even the discs start going bad because you got disc rot. So like people buy and like want to protect these discs, but even the discs go bad. Even if you don't play them. The discs just start rotting. That being said, I need to buy another copy of Radiata. My Radiata disc is a little fucky. If this does turn off again though, I'm not gonna run anymore tonight. Or today? God, that sounds sad 'cause it's still so fucking early. Still so far from my goddamn goals. Maybe I'll just browse around eBay, see what I can't find. They've got a local retro shop near me called Retro Taku, and they do a ton of Japanese import stuff, but they never have JP PS2s. Ever. I feel like cringe asking too. I see a lot of PS2s here. Are any of them Japanese? Dude, this one time I went to a retro shop, and I was looking for a new N64 controller, and it was after I got burned like twice in a row on eBay by people who said that like the controllers were good and they were shit. And so I went to like a place like in person, and they just had a ton of them used in like, but they were all in bags. Like they were bagged up and like stapled shut, so you couldn't actually feel the stick. Which, like, if you're buying a used controller, especially from the N64 days, like, you want to feel that stick before you buy it. At least if you're shopping in person. I understand you can't do that on eBay or something, but like, if you're shopping in person and you're buying a used stick, like, it'd be really nice to feel it first, right? So this lady is like, she's like, anyone you want, just let me know, and I'll pull it out of the bag for you. I was like, really? You're gonna like you're gonna like, if I want to feel the controller, you're gonna like pull it out of the bag and like re-staple it? She's like, yeah, no problem, not a big deal. So I had her do like 3 of them, and I felt bad, but I was like, yeah, none of these are really good, I'm sorry. I just Even as I was leaving like 20 minutes later, I saw her still trying to fiddle with the bag. Felt so bad, but you can't, like, if the stick is bad, I can't buy it in good conscience. I think what a lot of these retro shops do is they buy, like the shells and just these different parts. And what I noticed they had a lot of these controllers with like replacement N64 sticks that weren't OEM, so they were just like shitty third-party plastic control sticks. That wasn't the ones I felt. The ones I felt were like OEM, but like amongst their like selection, they had like mostly controllers that were junky. I was like, hard out here. Oh fuck, I forgot I was supposed to stop there. Yeah, N64 sticks is what I've always had the most issues with. But like once you get a good controller, like you're good. Unless you like fuck that one up or whatever. Like if you abuse it or something for too long or whatever. Which I was capable of because I would like push the control stick so hard against like the bowl, and like I would like shred like the gear in the bowl that the stick like sits inside of. So then it gets really hard to like push like the stick in the direction you want. You can still like push the direction that you want, but like you feel like a resistance when you go to push the direction. And it just gets worse and worse until it's like really hard to push the direction that you want. It takes like a little more force. The worst feeling. The last stick I used I got a controller for Bomberman Hero. Like I decided I would get like a new controller because my old ones were so just junky and gunky and abused. And this time I got a stick that was really clean, and like the guy like lubed it for me before I received it, so even now it's just like still insanely like slick and clean. But I didn't realize how much the lube helped. Lube is really good. Oh, I was just talking about how like lube is better than I thought it was gonna be. Like, I always like hear people talking about like lubing up their sticks. This helps you like get those angles that you didn't think you could get before. Helps you like last longer. It's mostly about like lasting longer, like the duration. Come on, bro. Bruh. Why am I choking this again? Good golly. It's all about the longevity. You get it. Please? Oh my god, how did it get behind me? I didn't even see it in my perspective. Like this one? Blocked by a flying moo. I can't remember, I think it's this way. Nope. Where is my flying moo? Bruh. Brutal. Missed like 2 shots. Took 2 extra laps around the big boy. I think Leorina might be a girl too. I think I've been saying him. What's crazy, if I just had a normal boss fight, I would be like minus 17. Yeah, Leorina is like a pirate that you're kind of chasing and is giving you trouble through like most of the game. You don't really know who the true bad guy is. You think it's Leorina. And from my understanding, I don't think they reveal that the character is female until you beat them in the Cursed Leorina boss fight, which is like towards the end of the game, which I never did when I was a kid. So I'm really excited to see like all the... There's so much to the story and stuff that I just don't know, because first off, I haven't played this as a kid. Second, I didn't beat it when I was a kid, so there's like that last bit of the story that I just don't know what the fuck is going on. And I'm just like staring at the screen like, yeah, it looks pretty sad. Need to focus. But like the premise of the being a dream traveler, right? Like the concept is sad. Like there's no way like the ending won't be sad. The entire like Klonoa's entire purpose is he's traveling to dream worlds that are out of balance. Like he's not meant to stay. So like it makes sense that, you know, it's gonna be like some kind of goodbye at the end where he has to say goodbye to his new friends, because he's not supposed to be here anyways. So it makes sense that the games kind of end up being a bit naturally sad. But no, there should be cool concepts that I'm excited to learn more about, like sorrow and all the whatever seems to be going on with the Kingdom of Sorrow, which is that stuff that you get towards the end of the game where it's just looking really like just dilapidated and fuck up. But you just get such a nice variety of levels with this game. Like, doesn't ever feel like it's dipping in too hard to something. Like, some games get really generic. Like, I don't ever actually visit, like, you know when you're playing a platformer and you're like, oh, here's the snow level, here's the volcano level, got some lava down here, the ice level's got some slippy slidey physics. Didn't see that coming. Oh, we got some sewers. Got a cemetery, or what is it called? A cemetery. Fuck. Catacombs, thank you. There's just these like generic like areas, so it's nice that this game mixes it up. But I think that's what you get when you make a game about a dream world and just dream like kingdoms that exist in like a dream. You get to be a bit fun. Then again, all those games kind of end up feeling like a fever dream. Like, what's going on in Banjo-Kazooie? I'm only nostalgic for the first, like, 2 levels in Banjo. You've got, like, that kind of green field area in the beginning. Then there's, like, the beach. The beach with that, like, hermit crab thing. That's all I've got in my memory of it. I'm messing this spot up, so you need to drop in with these green emeralds here. That way you don't miss the tornado. You can accidentally slide between the tornado and the wall and drop straight down, and you gotta do the puzzle. Next thing you know, you lose like 20 seconds to something really simple. Yo, sounds good, man. What do you think about gaming on today? You're good, dude. I got an alt account too, but I don't think anyone's ever seen it. I've never even taken it into anyone's stream that I know except one person. I was really offended by somebody like years ago. And one of my homies was speedrunning an RPG, a Final Fantasy X. I'll just say what it is. There was like a viewer who I just thought was like particularly like questionable, and it just took everything in me not to like say something on my main. Cause like, I didn't want to like make the streamer feel like, you know, and so I made this alt and I was gonna like, go in on this guy, and then I'd like stop. I was like, no, I'm fucking not doing that. It's cringy. But I do have an alt, and I use it, but not for what was it created for. Not that I was gonna be like malicious, but like some people just need to be like asked to like, why are you doing this, or like, why are you saying this? And sometimes I don't want to be the guy to ask it. I know we can all relate to that, where we're like in a chat, we're chilling, and then like someone can't read the room and they're saying like all the wrong things, you know? And you're just like, you just start to like feel like, man, dude, someone needs to fucking say something. But it's never fucking me. It takes too much energy, and then you're like arguing, ugh. And then also like imagine doing that to like a streamer, because like, I wouldn't want people fuck that. Like, I don't really care if people argue, but just like, I don't really care. Like, with yourselves, like doing your DMs or whatever. No. I actually thought I was going to use the Alt 2 stream as well. I ended up thinking like, well, you know. And I actually did a couple. I did a Star Ocean 3 stream on it, and like, what else? I can't remember, but it was really quick. I was testing to see if I could, I used it to test if I could like stream Rocket League, like, you know, like those high octane, like fast paced games. I was like checking to see if my bitrate would make it all choppy and stuff. It's good to have like alts for that shit, because that'd be kind of cringe if I was like testing my Rocket League like stream settings with this like on my gum account. It'd be very strange. I ended up never doing that though. Like I think I have an issue, like I can't get into the like streaming a casual game, because like I just like fuck about too much while I'm gaming. Like in the middle of playing the casual game, like I'll just get up, or like, you know, sit around and chat with someone on Discord, or like any number of things, right? Like say I'm hungry, or like I want to roll around with my cats, or just like anything, like, you know, like that feeling of like you're kind of tied down to the playthrough. It's good in a way where it's like, it probably means I would finish more games if I streamed them like casually, like, because I would just feel more like, well, I'm here and I'm streaming. It'd be kind of strange if I just got up and didn't play right now. But a lot of times when I'm playing like long sessions of Persona, I'll play for like 30 minutes, then just go fuck about for like 10 and come back. That feeling when you're streaming, kind of like, I should probably be here right now. Rocket League? I haven't played in a while. My buddy Beck's been hitting me up to play, but I haven't reciprocated. I haven't been, well, here's the biggest issue. My PS4 controller doesn't like stay plugged in. It's got that issue where like the cable always like disconnects and reconnects constantly. I don't know if it's like an issue with my controller or the cable itself. But I just like, I'll go to like play something like that, and just the controller keeps disconnecting. I've got like a backup like Xbox controller that's easy, just like USB Xbox controller that plugs in. But it's not, it's weird, it's not the same. Doesn't feel as good. Like all my muscle memory is on the PS4 controller, so it just feels different. I've been playing this new game called Tokyo Tower of the Tower of Perpetuity. and it's like a roguelike game where you just like basically every day, every 24 hours, this tower, which is like basically just you just climb a tower basically, and there's like levels to it. The tower resets every day, so every day everyone faces the same tower, like all the people around the world playing the game, and it resets every day. Like, so your progress and your score and however you got it, like you get like every day there's a new tower, like a new randomization of the towers and stuff, and it's really fun. But for whatever reason, all of a sudden my controller just stopped working and like won't read it. I've like reinstalled drivers, I've done everything, and now I can't get my controller to work. It's just been devastating. Tokyo Tower of Poop. My bad. Yeah, it's called Tokoyo Tower of Perpetuity. I think I'm remembering that correctly. It's really good. It's mostly platforming. There's not like, the combat is like you activate your skill and then you move. So like your skill is like you push a button and then your skill is activating and like persistently like going on around you, and so it's your job to then like move and platform while your skill's going around you, like killing stuff, if that makes sense. It's mostly platforming. Dude, the PS4 controllers are expensive. They're all so expensive. I even considered getting like a PS5 controller, but even that's like 80 bucks or something. They look nice though. I don't even know if I'd like it though. One of those things where like I almost just would want to feel it before. I got my PS2 propped up on a like spongy surface, and I'm hoping that like because it's on this like sponge, any sort of shock or movement that would get like transferred to the PS2 like won't happen. It'll get absorbed by this like spongy thing. What it actually is it's a like a foam case for a bunch of like Naruto kunai knives that I bought. I've got like a case that's just like filled with like Naruto kunai knives with like the hidden leaf like emblem like engraved in them. Pretty fucking sick, man. I also used to have a wooden sword. There's a name for what the wooden sword. I can't remember. But I used to have like a wooden sword. I would train with the wooden sword in my backyard, and I would try to throw these Naruto kunai things into like stumps and stuff. It was really awful. Don't fucking tell anyone that. Okay. Wish we could do something here. There's technically a way where you can throw the small bomb over here and hit this thing. It is really hard to do. I haven't actually practiced it, but from watching a couple of the other runners do it, it looks intense. Soon though, we'll add it in for sure. Alright, we need to break free quicker. I think last round it took me a second to break out here. I think this part went bad too in the first round. Can't remember. Sometimes I'm really clean here and sometimes I whiff a bit. Like that was bad. It's okay. I think I missed like 2 or 3 damage throws though. I need to try to remember that there is some faster movement I can do here. So... this. Really good mega jump. I thought when I was learning this game that I would dislike this stage more because there's nothing super techy in it, like nothing super tricky or anything. Just clean gameplay, but like the more I play this game, I may sound obvious. The more I play this game, like the more I'm enjoying it, and the more I enjoy the levels that have less tech and are just like clean gameplay because like that's kind of what I'm here for. Like the death warps and all the tech is cool, but like I enjoy this game the most when I'm just like comfy, like, I don't know, like when everything is just perfectly not child. I don't know, when it's like just gameplay. I think that's why I like the Kingdom of Sorrow so much, because it's like just a series of execution tests, and they're difficult enough where it's like an engaging challenge, but they're not that difficult. Like, I don't know. But yeah, the more I play this, the more I enjoy like the levels that aren't super tech heavy and they're just good, clean, just simple gameplay levels. Yo, what's up, Turtle? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good weekend, bro. Dude, Turtle, this is random as fuck, but did you know that Husky StarCraft deleted like their songs and like rebranded and stuff? I went to listen to fuck, which one was it? I can't remember. I don't want to sing the song to give you an idea, so I'm not, but I just went to listen to one of Husky's songs. Dude, I know. My boy Turtle. I'm just picturing you like Googling this right now, just jaw dropped. I get like needing to rebrand and stuff. I mean, I think like the videos are still out there because I think like Kurt Hugo Schneider or whoever the other guy was, I think he's like still got some up. It's like I'm pretty sure you could still find them. What was the song up? Trying to think of the name of it. It's like girl look at my six pool, but I'm trying not to sing. Oh yeah, my bad, Turtle. I name dropped you earlier. I know you don't give a shit, but maybe you do. That's why I'm apologizing. I was just chatting about how I don't have like a lot of like friends from high school or from back then, but still got a couple of really good buddies who swing on and check on me and shit. It's over, dude. About to dox my ass. The perfect revenge. I'm kind of open about a lot of stuff. There's some... I've got a couple of buddies who are like, they won't even say like what state they're from, which I also completely get that. I just like, I don't know. This is such a small thing. When it's so small, it can feel a little personal. So it never feels like anyone gets like lost or like washed out in communication. If anyone did something weird to me, I think I'd have an idea. But it would just obviously never happen. But no, thankfully about being like small is like, I feel like people don't really come around that don't like me, or like, there's so many people streaming all the time. Like, you're not gonna watch someone that you don't like. Like, why would you? I know that people do it, but like, why do you watch someone that you like wouldn't like? So I feel like in general, like, I'm safe and comfortable around my audience. I've had to ban I think 2 people ever. One person was just being like openly just like, I don't know, hostile and aggressive and rude to other people in the chat. So that was just like one of those things where it's gonna step up a bit. Just saying like just rude and correct things. Yeah. The other person was, I don't even think they ever came in my chat. But I was like, you're not a good person. But yeah, in general, like, just feel like if someone doesn't like you, they won't watch, and then you just never interact with them. So even if Gum does have haters, I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I have haters? For whatever reason, when I switched to running RPGs and I started running Radiata stories, there was someone who always thumbs down my Radiata PB for some reason. And none of the other PBs, like I would switch games and I would get like a PB in another game. Nope, no thumbs down, it'd be fine. Then I would hit another Radiata PB and someone would thumbs down it. I was just like, who is doing this? Because like at that point, you're not even thumbs downing like the poor video quality, which it is, right? It's like a 360p video or something. But I'm like, I don't even like share my personality a lot. Pretty much keep to myself. You definitely have haters, bruh. There's gotta be a couple out there. Do you remember Come V? I swear that was Glass City Storm, and I don't think he was hating, I think he was just being funny. But that's the closest thing I got to a hater, was someone made a Twitch account named Come V, which I wasn't even offended by. Nothing wrong with Come. It was just strange. Wait, do you know? It wasn't you. Are you saying that because it was you? It wasn't you. Oh god, I need to fucking pay. Am I gonna die? I'm dead. Okay, we're okay. Oh. Not paying attention. I forgot you can get hit by that enemy. Oh my god. My life just flashed before my eyes. This cycle's off, we'll be okay though. It's not a very long flame there. Okay, well, I wouldn't be offended. Like, I'm not like name hunting or gonna like find them, but was it someone I like was a friend with? I don't. It doesn't seem like something you would do. Like, it didn't seem like someone anyone would do except for someone that was just, like, perfectly kind of quiet enough and, like, wanted to be friends with everyone but wasn't, like... And that, the only person I could really think that fit that description was, like... For whatever reason, it was Glass. Because he was a nice guy, but, like... Yeah, he was just on the cusp of, like... Like, he was always there, but, like, no one really, like... He was just like, who is this guy, you know? I just thought it was him. Glass City Storm came back to one of my streams like a year ago. I was running like Bomberman or something. And I was like, what the fuck? It's a name I haven't seen in like 3 years. But like, you've been a speedrunner longer than me, Ty. You know that like, dude, people just fucking come and go. Then they come back, then they go again. It's kind of sad because like, sometimes it's cool people and good. There's quite a few of like old like people I've met I can picture in the last like 4 years that don't like stream anymore like at all, and there are people that I like definitely considered like my friend. It's kind of sad because like I keep most of my like online stuff online, so like there's a couple of exceptions, but I don't really like I'm not like super social outside of like this Twitch and streaming stuff with these people, so part of me like doesn't like feel, I don't know, like I don't like check in or anything. You think it was Kaze? What's fucking funny is like I can kind of see that. Because it's just like... Because it's like not mean. It's just funny / weird. It's not really funny. It's mostly weird. But like, it's just strange enough where it's not like... Not possible to be offended by it. It's just like... strange enough to be like, why me? But it's just one letter difference, you know? I'm never gonna say anything to him about it either. I need to check on him more, cause like, we've been doing, he inspired me to do it, but he started doing like the level 1 playthrough of Elden Ring. So we've been like, every time we beat a boss, we'll like send each other a screenshot like, yo, we did it, blah blah, like we'll pop off. And just, I think neither of us are playing right now. I got stuck on a boss. I'm just leaving it. I think Kaze got Sekiro and was playing Sekiro. Kaze messaged me like, Sekiro is like one of the best games to ever do it, and it looks cool, but... Dude, Turtle, have you been watching Distortion? Dude, I'm doing a level 1 playthrough, and I'm not doing all this stuff for like his setups to get the bosses to like stagger, and like I'm not getting all the damage, but like I'm even trying some of it, and it's not as like easy as like, it's still not easy, like I can't really get like the serpent spear strats going that he's going, but I'm not trying to replicate it with like, he's like doing things to kind of buff more damage. So I kind of tapped out, and I put the serpent's, what is it, like the serpent slaying spear or something? I put that down, and I'm using the I'm dual wielding ice and bleed katanas right now, or not katanas, curved swords, my bad. But the first like quarter of the game, like Margit, Godric, I used hook claws infused with cold, so the hook claws have like natural bleed, and then I infused them with Hoarfrost, so it had like cold Ash of War, so I would get Frostbleed procs, Frostbite, and Bleed procs together for big damage. But the claw stuff was cool, but got kind of gimmicky around the time I got to Renala. And then I switched to like, I was dual wielding like a club and a hammer or something, like a spiked club and like, I can't remember, spiked club and like Morningstar. I can't remember what it was, but I was dual wielding clubs. And then I switched to curved swords. I built the serpent spear because it looked so good, but it's good in like situations where you're abusing like big buffs and power-ups. Like, I think they drink like a potion that requires you to like have the octopus's like ovaries. You should stream it. Dude, it's pretty fun. I should I need to like we were kind of chatting about this earlier with like alts, but like I need to get I think more comfortable with the idea of casual stuff, because right now the way I play casual games is so like wishy-washy, where I'm like, I'll sit down for like 20 minutes and then I'll go like, I don't know, get a snack or, you know, go play with the cats for like 10 minutes or something. These like gaps of time where I'm fucking about, they don't seem acceptable if I'm streaming. Whereas like, if I'm offline, it doesn't matter that I just got up for like 10 minutes to play with my cats or whatever. That's like the number one thing I always think about. I'm like, feeling like I'm tied to the stream if I do a casual game. But I don't know. I speedrun for quite a few hours at a time. That's kind of the same as like being tied down. Can't really go anywhere while I'm doing this. I think the moral of the story is I should just try it out a few times, see what happens. You know what I was supposed to do? Oh, secondly, I don't even know if I could handle streaming Elden Ring. I've got a decent computer, but we'd have to test it out and see if I can handle it. Not just me, but my internet too. Because you'd want to do a really nice high bit rate. It's such like a heavy-duty, fast-paced action game, lots of particles, all that stuff. Like right now, I only stream in like 2000 bitrate, I think. But I'm only outputting like 360 or 460 or something. 480, I mean. Dude, I set it up. I have a layer. I have a, okay. For Christmas, I got an HD webcam. I set up, for the Radiata streams, I set up a cat cam. I even showed it off at the end of one of my Radiata runs. Because I like basically got it ready. But I was having this issue with the webcam where, like, And I don't know if this is an OBS issue, but like the webcam would just like kind of just get frozen and stop working. So that sounded annoying to like deal with like mid-run. But also like there's so many times where my cat, he'll be like super comfy for like an hour and then he's just gone. And then I've got to like, okay, am I going to turn this off? But yeah, I kind of set it up. I actually have it still. I've got like a layout still for it in my OBS right now. Fun fact, I haven't updated my OBS since I got it like years ago. When I started speedrunning Castlevania 64. And I've always just edited the same scene in OBS. So the name of this scene is... Hold on. CV64 Input Display 2. So all the scenes in this little collection are called CV64 Input Display. I know, dude. I'm never gonna. I don't want to update it because then like everything's gonna stop working. Like reconfigure shit. I think that worked. Good. Yo. Never forget the Link's Awakening streams. That was years ago now, wasn't it? Holy shit. That's how... this is what I mean though, where it's like... years go by and... just, I don't know. Like, all of you in here I've known for years now. The good old days. That was back when I was, oh my god, I was really going through some really bad tendinitis. My job was like just data entry, like product management stuff, where I was just typing all day. And then I would switch to like N64 speedruns after. This was after I got diagnosed with tendinitis like 2 years before I even graduated college. So like, it was bad. But whenever I think about that stuff, it kind of takes me back to that time. Because I'm always like, the good old days, and I'm always just like, fuck, those days kind of sucked sometimes. But I don't have the tendinitis anymore. Everything feels really good. I really laid off and let it heal. And my work got less like data entry and more big picture creative stuff. So there was just less, it was just all around better. Wanted to run again, but the glitches require way too much practice. Oh, I see. Dude, some games are so busted up with glitches that like, if you want to do like any percent or something like that, it is pretty necessary. Sometimes I'm really drawn to like just super glitch busted up stuff. Like sometimes it's really interesting. Like I like every once in a while I get really into it. Like one of my favorite category of OOT was any percent back in the day, but now it's defeat Ganon no SRM. So like just the classic like old like skater tours route stuff, all that classic like Jodenstone, Narcissa, all that good shit. That's like my favorite category there, and that is just like you don't even like experience the majority of the game there. So sometimes I'm into that glitch stuff, and then sometimes I like when you get to experience. I like when the run kind of experiences and adapts to just like the gameplay kind of raw. And you just see like someone just really good at the game for what it is, and they're not like doing things like when you see someone glitching and doing out of bounds stuff, it's not that it's not extremely technically impressive, like, and it wouldn't be extremely hard to do and master on your own. But when you see someone do something that you could do, but they do it way better than you thought you could do it, it's like inspiring in a way. Jodenstone. I used to watch a little Joden, but for me it was always Torj. I just had Torj up constantly. Was always in there. But it was mostly Narcissa. That's how I got my start watching Narcissa. I still have an old t-shirt from like... They sold like a t-shirt design in like 2014 or something. I have an old t-shirt. That was my introduction to speedrunning. I never really watched like... Where's the other classic? Like Siglemic. Didn't really watch Siglemic or anything. A little bit. Some big people that I watched that I actually like thought were like really good streamers, like actually good streamers, because like they were just they were interesting just by being themselves without all the extra junk that comes along with streaming, like all the bells and whistles. They were interesting. I actually thought Clint Stevens, for whatever reason, was just like interesting. Like someone I could just like watch for hours for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't even know if they stream anymore. I know they quit for a while. I think they came back for a bit. But I used to like watch a lot of Clint Stevens. That was years ago. Majin Phil, Oats and Goats. It's kind of sad. I used to watch them so much. I had like these like 50, 60 month subs going for like years. I just like, even though it's been like years now that I haven't really watched their streams, like I would just keep the subs going, like not really out of guilt, but just like, I don't know, like part of it is like you want to support them because they're doing the job, they're streaming full time, you know? But also like you almost like view them as like a, not like a friend, but like, you know, like, I don't know, like how could I unsub to this dude? He's like the homie, you know? Not like a homie, but like how could I unsub to this person? There's like this thought, and then it kind of clicked, like what am I doing? It's kind of strange. Like maintaining subs for streams I don't watch felt strange, so I went through and kind of cleaned a lot of that up. I just unsubbed to like, it's kind of sad, but I ended all those like little 60-month subs because like, oh my god, I keep fucking sub. Because there's quite a few of them that I had where I was like, just awesome people, but I just don't stop by their streams anymore. And it's not like offensive to not be subbed to someone. Like it's okay. Doesn't mean you don't like them. It's just a weird mental thing. You just subbed to Clint last month. He still remembers you. I still have a couple where like I'm subbed to people who aren't even streaming, and it kind of feel bad because like if I put myself in their shoes, part of the reason I don't activate the affiliate is like, this is just for fun, just a hobby. I never ever want to be here like for you guys. I'm only here for me. Like if you guys happen to want to be here too, that's awesome, but like I'm a speedrunner who is streaming right now. I'm not like a streamer who speedruns. Like so for me it's like I don't want to ever like monetize this hobby or like turn it into something that like I've created an external pressure that didn't need to be there. Because I'm already an anxious dude. I already freak out trying to like get basic PBs. And like to add this like kind of social dynamic to it kind of scares me. Because like, I think about this. Like, say I need a break, I'm burnt out, I want to just dip off Twitch for like a month. Like, there's plenty of people who would like sub to me and not cancel, even though I didn't stream that whole month. That's fine, like that's fine behavior. Like it's completely fine to do, to like not, you know, to take breaks and to do that, especially if you're an affiliate. Like this isn't, you're not like making real money off this. This is just, that's not what the affiliate program is for. No one's like getting into affiliate to like make big dollar. It's nice. It's like a little treat when you get the kickback. I've just always been scared to do it because I don't even like casual streaming. I get anxious when I gotta talk to strangers. It takes a lot of getting used to like even talking to like some of you guys. And it's not meant to be offensive. I just like just not good at it. So I'm always scared to like enable that and like all of a sudden create these sort of extra, I don't know, expectations of myself to stream. Because, like, I feel like this show runs best when I'm only here, like, when I want to be here. There's been a couple streams where, like, I'm here and I don't really want to be here, and, like, it just feels shitty. That's true. We'd have some really good emotes. I know, there's something about it which would be like, it would add some fun and flair to it for sure. I'm just always scared of, I guess it's like ripping off the band-aid maybe? But like, I have friends who like, they view it like the speedrunning and the Twitch thing is just like hobby, and if you want to disappear for a full year, you can, even if you are an affiliate. Like, the affiliate thing, it's like, no one's looking forward to like, oh, I need this money to like live. It's like, every once in a while, every like 6-9 months, whatever, when you're affiliate, all of a sudden you'll get like a random, like, that $100 kind of kickback, or even if it takes years, like, who knows? The point is like that you're not doing it for the money. I think if you were like an affiliate for the money, that would be like, that sounds stressful. And that sounds like it kind of like could muck up your hobby. But I think there's like, I think some people are good at like drawing the line of like, just because I'm an affiliate or just because someone's chucking like a couple bucks at me a month doesn't necessarily mean that I need to create a schedule that supports like other people's desires. I'm fucking rambling. I don't know. I've been thinking about it the last like year or so, because it's been like I think 4 years of streaming now, off and on. But I've been the most consistent I've ever been for the last like year and a half. Occasionally I disappear, but usually not for more than a few weeks. It's usually because I'm like learning something, or like something in life's like chunking me out. Part of what made me start really thinking about it, was a conversation I had with a friend like, I think like 3 years ago about it, because he quit like speedrunning and streaming. And I was, I stayed sub to him for like, I don't know, like 6, 7, 8 months after. Just not really thinking about it. Because they're like the homie, you know? Just supporting the homie. And, we were just like hanging out one night, and I like asked him, I was like, does it bug you that like I'm still sub to you even though you don't stream? And he kind of like said, yeah, it does, because it's like that feeling of like, I don't want to stream, but like someone for some reason is still tipping me for that thing that I'm not doing. Like, it like was on his mind, even though he was just trying to like get away. But I've had like, but I've had really good conversations with people like Nairon and Czar who are like, it's like, dude, it's not that serious. Like, I think part of it is like feeling people's expectations that don't exist. Like, thinking people have an expectation that I should be streaming or something. I think, what am I trying to say? Like, feeling more important than I actually am or something. Oh fuck. Oh my god. This is not how I saw the run getting choked out. Okay. I don't even know what I would do. Probably Micah emotes. The thing is, I don't... I get consistent with a speed game, but like, I end up changing games after X amount of months. I wouldn't want to just like cycle through emotes and stuff, so it would have to be something that's consistent. I kind of goofed this level in my PB, so I think I've got a little bit of room to give, but that climb was atrocious. We'll have to step it in. That being said, I've been having a lot of fun with speedrunning, and like, I've been having, like when I was running Radiata, I was really focused like on Radiata, and it was hard to even think about like what the next game would be. Like I didn't pick this game out until like long after I had like finished Radiata, and I was like wondering what my next game was gonna be. I was like juggling, I had like a couple of games in mind. But like back then I wasn't like thinking like ahead. Probably shouldn't be doing that too much now, but even now, I've been having so much fun with speedrunning. I've been having so much fun learning and enjoying Klonoa that, like, I can't wait to, like, do the raw learning again, like, from scratch. Because it's so fun. I saved time here, even with that tower? What the fuck? What happened? But, it's... I don't want to think too far ahead, because I'm still going to be here for a long time. But... like, Klonoa is not going anywhere, but it's nice to be enjoying speedrunning so much that I'm already, like, getting excited to think about what's to come. That being said, because I want to kind of, like, continue learning games as well in the future, I still have to fix old PBs, so I'm gonna have to figure out some time to, like, kind of touch up on some of the PBs that like I did a lot of speedruns for games that I never really streamed. Just like I did a lot of speedruns just like once or twice, like learned the route, did 1 or 2 runs, and then just like didn't do them again. I need to like clean those up a bit, so maybe like here and there while I'm doing Klonoa, like I'll pick like a Saturday and we'll just like do a day of like Baroque runs or like Star Ocean 3 or something. Chameleon Twist, that kind of thing, Goemon. Just kind of like work our way through it slowly, maybe while we work on this. Not in any sort of serious way, but just in like just a casual way to touch up the PBs, because there's so many projects where I started, learned the route, and didn't really push it at all. So there's tons of just like, you know, tons of time saved just by casually playing, even if it's just once or twice a week. I should be able to start fixing some of those PBs slowly while focusing on this, I think. But I'm just visualizing it, like imagining it. Might be harder than I think to juggle it. Good. But yeah, the reason I'm thinking about my other games so much is because I've been thinking about doing like a marathon of all my runs. Someone I watched did that recently. It looked pretty fun.
Yeah.
Really good mega jumps. No! What? The plant monster heard me talking shit.
List.
Yo, Cerebral. Hope you're having a good Saturday. I don't think it's gonna hit it. Just kidding. How did I launch so high? Yeah, what's up, Jack? Holy shit, thank you so much for the raid. What were you playing today? So do you know the green springs? Let me see if I'll point another one out soon. But the green springs specifically, where you have to like push the jump input to like go off them higher. If you push both jump inputs, so like X and triangle, if you push them simultaneously and you time it right, you should be able to get a mega jump off those green springs. Ooh, how is the medieval? Yeah, thank you for the pancakes. I could go for some pancakes. I haven't eaten. I just had coffee. Kinda want fruit. I've been eating fruit. Like oranges and peaches. Oh, Cerebral. I feel like I remember you telling me that you ran this. That's really cool. I think I remember when we met, like, earlier when I was starting this game. I think you mentioned, like, another Klonoa runner or something. That's cool. The mega jumps are really cool. What is this? Empty Sea of Tears? Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, we'll show some more soon, don't worry. Yo, Scale, thanks for good luck, man. That emote's cute. Apples in the fridge? Do apples go in the fridge? Does that help them stay longer? My problem with buying fresh fruit is I don't eat it fast enough. Like, I pass it at the store and I'm like, that looks good. And then, like, I just have a bit, and then, like, I kind of forget about it. And a few days later, it's bad. Got mold on it. I've been buying mostly berries lately, like... for whatever reason, I shop at a store called Fresh Time. They do, like, really good deals on, like, local stuff, so just kind of whatever they've got on rotation. Sometimes it's, like, blackberries or raspberries. Sometimes just plain old strawberries. Strawberries are great. I don't mean to call them plain. Oh, you like them cold. What the hell? I've never even thought about that. Never even thought about having a cold apple. Yo, Scarlet, how's the Donald Duck been, man? I can't figure out if I have nostalgia for that game or not. So, random story, but when I was a kid, my parents got divorced, and it was right when it was the exact time that the PS2 came out. And I had 4 siblings, or 3 siblings, sorry. It's a long story. I had 3 siblings, and they went and lived with my mother, and I stayed with my dad. And my dad felt bad because the kids that all went, they took the N64 with them. It's like my brothers, my sister. So they all had the N64, and I just had my Game Boy. A green Game Boy Color. So he felt bad, so he went out and bought PS2, and with it, I think it was a launch game, maybe not, but he got Donald Duck Go and Quackers. But I was so young, I don't really have memories of it. The early PS2 memories I do have are this, and for whatever reason I played like Maximo at a pretty young age, even though I don't really remember what year it came out. And then like Final Fantasy X, when Final Fantasy X was like getting ready to debut, my dad was really into like WWE, or was it WWF, or whatever the wrestling stuff was. I think there was 2 wrestling shows back then. There might still be, I don't know anything about wrestling. But my dad would watch it, long story short. And but other than just me occasionally like seeing wrestlers that I would know, they would always just be blasting the Final Fantasy X commercials. Like the marketing was going out of the world for that game. And I was like really young, like I think 9, I think. Just constantly like seeing these ads for it. So that was actually my intro to like RPGs as well. Well, I guess Pokemon would have been my RPG intro, but I can still like close my eyes and picture the Final Fantasy X like commercials on TV. Donald is angry as usual. That dude's pissed. Yo, what's up, Quill? Happy Saturday, man. WCW. What does WCW stand for? Okay. 1 second. I'm getting owned here. Let's take this nice and easy. I don't know. Is it losing time? No, should be good. Hey. Boss gives me anxiety. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Jack. World Championship Wrestling. Okay, okay. Yeah, I was much more violent when I was a kid. Not really, but me and my dad would wrestle a lot. I just remember a couple of people, like Rey Mysterio. I mentioned him earlier, but it's actually not funny because they passed away, but like Eddie Guerrero, I think his whole thing was like lie, cheat, steal. It's like, are you really admitting that on TV, that you're a thief? Like, you get in trouble for that? But there's some classics, right? The Big Show, The Undertaker. Who else? Stone Cold Steve Austin. I try to remember the other people. Really hard time remembering any of the, like, the divas. I remember, or like the female wrestlers. Like, I remember Trish Stratus for some reason. Can't remember a single other name. Wait, I always forget that The Rock was a wrestler. The Rock is one of the greatest actors of all time, so like, sometimes I think about like what work he's done in movies and stuff and kind of forget. Yeah, Batista. Triple H, I forgot about Triple H. Road Dogg, Mr. Ass, The Godfather, Macho Man Randy. Okay, I know Macho Man Randy Savage. Those three I don't know, Jack. I do know Kane though. Kane was Undertaker's brother, right? Maybe not IRL, but oh yeah, John Cena. Yo, anyone see that John Cena like rap battle where he like battles a fan? He, like raps against a fan? Yep, Hulk Hogan. Oh fuck, I forgot about Hulk Hogan. But yeah, that wasn't like a thing that I was like, oh, I love wrestling, but like just being a little kid and just like being like whatever my dad was into, I was into, like whatever it was. So I was just right there with him. But like I wasn't really like that into the violence. I thought some of the shit was crazy though. Like whatever Rey Mysterio was doing, like whatever acrobats that guy was doing was just nuts. Also spent the majority of my childhood thinking it was real, not fake. My dad was like, don't worry, it's not real. He wanted, did he want me to think it was, I don't know. I feel like a good parent would have been like, don't worry, it's not real. They're just acting. But maybe my dad was like, no, I don't want to ruin this kid's immersion. Maybe that's like an ethical question. Would you ruin your kid's immersion and tell them it was fake? What you mean it's not real, fam? Dude, I will never forget there was a kid in my grade school that found out that that Santa Claus like wasn't real before everybody else, and it was like his life goal to just ruin it for everybody at school. I'll never forget that kid. Ah, that might not work. Please work. Good. 2 for 2. Is this run the run? Am I finally gonna get my 142? Right, I know what you mean. Especially like that young too. Well, for me, what it was really hard to imagine someone like wanting to hurt someone for money. It was like, just like as a kid, I was like, because I still don't like confrontation, but I really didn't like confrontation then. So I was just like, people are doing this for fun? Like this is their work? And then I'm like, oh, it's fake, okay. But then, like, come MMA starts getting big, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's really fucking people doing this. Like, this is real. This is not fake. Like, some people are actually, like, training their bodies to become weapons. Which is fine. It was just hard. It's hard for me to wrap my head around it. I'm just like, I'm so much in, like, the other direction of that. It's, like, hard for me to think about it. Closest thing we did to that quill was like, one of my buddies had like a big tree fort, like multi-layer tree fort, and we all had we were all really into the first Star Wars, the Phantom Menace. It kind of came out like when we were kids. Oh fuck! So we all had lightsabers, and we would just go in on each other, no holds barred. One time I thrusted the lightsaber into like a kid's stomach, and I think the kid vomited if I remember correctly. I was so young though. Must have been like 8. All these memories kind of happened around that time. So, I was watching Beck killing every one of those enemies on the on the lift ride or whatever. What? I can't remember the name of that level. This says a lot about you as a person if you're taking those guys out. They're just hanging out. Yeah, Mad Coaster. Fucking Mid Coaster. That stage has some couple of cool execution tests, but I don't like it that much. Doing this one for Gum. Gum's so passive, I gotta kill these guys twice. I've gotten confrontational before. I was really tired of getting my hair pulled on the bus when I was a kid, so I asked the bully to meet me in a parking lot. And I went and he didn't. And he stopped bullying me after that. Because he didn't show up. I'm not suggesting people do shit like that. I was in 8th grade. It was on the bus. I was really mad. I basically let this kid pull my hair for like months. And I kinda had enough. First I got approval from my dad to do it. I was like, Dad, is it okay if I, you know, call this kid out? He's been doing this for a while. And my dad got pretty upset because, of course, I didn't tell him that it was happening. Imagine any parent finds out their kid's getting bullied. They're not going to be, like, super thrilled. One time at a birthday party we were wrestling and my buddy Brad got launched into a pole. Oh, no. One of the, oh, that does bring back a kind of a similar memory. One of my childhood friends. Actually, if Ty's still here, it's the guy that drove me on my first date and watched me get rejected by that kiss. That guy. When we were at his birthday party, I think it was 9th grade. Everyone's arriving for the birthday party. Not even like 20 minutes in, 2 people were wrestling. My friend Kyle, who was the birthday boy, and some other kid. And the kid broke my buddy, the birthday boy, broke his arm. So the birthday party got canceled. My buddy had to go to my buddy on his birthday got his arm broke and had to go to the hospital because they were goofing off. Alright, I need to nail this one. Should be good. Well, I was talking to like some other people kind of when they were like wrestling, so I didn't fully see it. I was in the room and I think it happened to kind of happened to do. I think someone like slipped while they were wrestling. They had like a big like beanbag chair. I think someone's just like foot slipped on the beanbag chair. They went to the ground and all their weight on the arm in the wrong direction. I don't really know how it happened. I wasn't like involved in the violence. And I wasn't really like watching it. It's just like a couple dudes horsing around. There's probably like 9 people in the room total. Okay, I'm shaking a little bit. We got this. Yeah, it wasn't like they were wrestling and some dude like jumped up in the air really high and just brought the hammer down. No. It's just like a roughhousing incident. I sound like an old man. It's just a roughhousing incident. Quill, you're not supposed to be here, fam. Get out of here, bro. I don't want you to spoil it. It's like my favorite level. Alright. Okay, so far, no crazy execution test though. Oh, okay, good. I do the same actually. Sometimes I'm lurking to games that I haven't played and I plan on playing them, but I just like don't really look. Fair enough. I can't wait for the remake, dude. The remaster, sorry. Be so juicy. It was all fake. Scale it, that's good. That's multi-layer. 'Cause you got wrestling, right? Arm wrestling, but also like wrestling, because wrestling's fake. Skelet, I think I've already asked you this before, and I think I know this, but English isn't your first language, right? Yeah, I'm always impressed by your English. Doesn't really, you wouldn't really guess that you're not in it, like, yeah. Cause you're funny and punny. Oh no! No! Missing a whole cycle here. Ah! Just be patient. You'll be okay. Okay. Just like 8 seconds. I said it a lot, but I'll say it again. I think it's pretty incredible how many oranges and kind of like brownish gold colors there are just coated throughout this level, but because there's so much variety in the shades of them, like, it doesn't feel dull for some reason. In fact, it still feels like really pretty and lovely walking through this world, this kingdom of sorrow, and like the backdrop and everything, even though it is actually like quite a bit of like similar colors. Like there's just enough variety where it's not. You get textures and all the different shades. Good. Okay, I was worried about that. A little bit of hopscotch for the fans. I always take that super slow. I'd rather be accurate. now we're dangling. But yeah, so this is Klonoa 2 for the PS2. Love this game. But there's some other games in the series. You've got Klonoa Door to Phantom Isle, that is a PS1 game. You've got Klonoa for the Wonder Swan. I don't know if that has an extra name, it might just be called Klonoa. You've got Empire of Dreams for the GBA, you've got Dream Champ Tournament for the GBA. Klonoa has a volleyball game on the PS1. The GBA had a JP exclusive Klonoa RPG. I think it's a don't quote me on this, I think it's a turn-based RPG? But the Klonoa RPG, whoa, how did I not land on that tornado? The Klonoa RPG, just got a fan translation actually. So if people want to like try it out, they can. What's this scary? I think I'm gonna bleed here. Just need to keep pushing on. Yeah, the thing is I really want to experience Klonoa 1's like rawness before, maybe not before, but I would like to experience the rawness of Klonoa 1 kind of like separate from the remaster. But I don't think I'll buy it. I've got Duck Station set up, so I'm probably just gonna emulate it. I want to emulate, there's two games that are on my list. I guess it would be Klonoa 1 is on that list. Because I don't see myself buying that. Other than the remaster, of course. And then, oh geez, what was I thinking of? Oh, Mega Man Legends 2. Really want to play Mega Man Legends 2, but I don't really feel like buying it. Which is kind of a shame because, like, 3 years ago, I was at a local disc replay, like a local retro shop. Disc replays are a little more like commercial than the other retro shops near me, but they still have a good selection sometimes. And I saw it there for like 30 bucks. I didn't buy it. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's right, there's the remake. My buddy Ty just emulated that, and it looked like it emulated pretty well. I think Dolphin's just so good. I don't really know how this runs on emulator because I haven't tried it, but like a lot of PS2 emulation sucks. That being said, I don't mean to talk shit because it is, oh my god. PS2 emulation when I was a kid compared to like right now, PS2 emulation is like godlike right now. It's just still not like console 1-to-1, it feels like. But like it's still like, it has come a long way. I don't mean to be like, PS2 emulation sucks. But it's still really rough. That's exactly right. Disc Replay's pricing is still really solid. Even though they feel commercial because they have a lot of locations, they still feel like they're managed kind of individually, and like they all got their own stock, they all have their own communities that feed into them. And of course they're adding to their own stock by buying game deals online, but a lot of it is like communities feeding into their retro shops, right? People turning in their old games and shit. That's what I notice anyways. Anytime I go into the retro shop, there's always one of the employees ringing up some older gentleman with like a stack of games. Just looking to trade them in for whatever. It's kind of morbid to think about, but I got the idea that like maybe some never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. Why am I getting morbid? Okay. I gotta clutch this out. What? That's crazy, Quill. Dude, I was 9 years old when I played Cage for the first time. We played it right when it came out. Somehow we got a copy from Blockbuster. I'll never forget being a 9-year-old kid the night we got Kingdom Hearts when I was just on Destiny Island all night. still taste the Pauper fruit. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to do this, but I'm gonna try. Quill, did you like KH2's combat more than KH1's combat? For some reason I love how weighty and like heavy the like Sora's attacks feel in the first game. And like the visual and sound effects and like the feel in your hands and your controller when you kind of connect those like kind of weighty KH1 combos. Something about it. The KH2 stuff is intensely satisfying, especially when you're running like long, big, stringy combos in KH2 where you're doing tons of cool, flashy Keyblade stuff. But something about like the slower, lofty, heavy, weighty hits of KH1, like, it's so satisfying. I played KH1 3 times back to back, like, it's like a year or two ago. I told myself I was gonna play all of the Kingdom Hearts games, and I was like, let's revisit KH1 first, of course. And I liked it so much I played it 3 times before moving on to Chain of Memories. I was like, that's fun, let's play it again. And then the last time I was just like skipping all the cutscenes, just experiencing the gameplay again. Okay, let's not miss. I can do this. KH got rented. Heckin' family video. 5 days. It's all on me. No! That was it. We did it. Hell yeah. I could feel it coming. Thank you so much, Jack. Thank you, Quill. Thank you, Skillet. Thank you, Jill. Oh, hell yeah. I was sweating. I fucked up at the end there. It's okay. Wasn't actually like a big fuck up. Oh. Hell yeah. I'm shaking. That was really fun. Because in order to get this, I've got to hit death warps. Bosses have to go good. Go well. So, this is a start to something good. This is... I said this before. But this is... I'm starting to feel like I'm becoming a good player at this game. And it's nice. Because it's taken a little bit where I feel like I'm just still making such basic mistakes. But with this, I start to feel confident, I think. Feels good, man. Sorry, my bad. KH1 I have a huge soft spot for. I like it more than KH2, but I think KH2 is a better game overall. Okay, I see. My thing with... Here's what I'll say about KH1. Oh, sorry, I'll read this. One more thing about KH1 before I let it go. Favorite MP? Yes. As soon as they... Okay. Let me go into... Let me try to remember this. Number one, the MP thing. The MP bar is interesting, and there's ways you can kind of, like, use it to, like, do cool stuff, but... I like spacing out my MP and stuff, and, like, having, like, this MP bar... go on, like, a timer and recharge and stuff. It was just strange. I don't know. And in KH1, you can have, like, your teammates gift you MP, so it feels like you get a lot more MP, and, like, you can use it in different ways. I don't know. Also, the magic felt relatively simple, but there was still cool stuff between gravity, doing half health, you know, you had, like, stop, and stuff like that. There's still a lot of cool magic in KH1, tons of cool stuff. Also cool techniques, right? Ars Arcanum and whatever. The thing that I felt was off about KH2... Not that the story wasn't amazing and cool, because it introduced some awesome characters. I don't want my whole outro to be kids, but... They couldn't wrap anything up. It was like... I started KH2 wanting to, like, learn more, and when I finished KH2, I had so many more questions than I ever started with, that it's like, it's almost overwhelming to think about how grand the concepts and story of Kingdom Hearts are, because KH2 opens up a world to you that you I wasn't even expecting. In KH1, you have this kind of wholesome story where you're kind of going after, like, save your friends, explore worlds, that kind of thing. And then you've got this kind of wholesome, kind of connected, almost not quite circular, because the stuff with Ansem goes on to expand out and, you know, finding Riku and stuff. But you basically get this kind of wholesome experience where you see them gathering the princesses, you know, opening up this concept of Kingdom Hearts or whatever. The door kind of opens and Ansem gets, like, shedded by the light and stuff. It's really beautiful, and that game could finish, and I would just be like, what a lovely story. I wonder if Sora ever meets his friend Riku. But for the most part, like, I was okay with the way that kind of wrapped up. And KH2 is like, what the fuck? What is Organization 13? Who is Roxas? Who are these people? Why are their names have an X in there randomly? And everything in between. Like, who's Ansem and Xemnas and Xehanort and what's all going on? But it was really fun and exotic and exciting, so that was just... Those are my only qualms, or not qualms, those are my only comments on I think the main things between KH1 and KH2 that aren't, like, specifically combat or, like, you know, visual sound effect related. I'm fucking rambling. Let's talk about this. First off, thanks everyone for being here. I think keeping it comfy and bullshitting about my past and stories makes the time go by quicker and just helps me get in a comfy mode and let the hands do the talking for me. So, thanks everyone for being here. The run opened up okay. All the Kusha got cleaned up because I fucked it up in my PB, but the first boss here was a bit goofy, messed a couple of shots up. So, We really could have been like minus 17 or 18 out of full ground there. Things started to get normal. Biscarsh, I had a tiny mistake in my PB where I missed like a shot of damage. So that got cleaned up. Nothing major there though. There's actually still more time to save there because there's tech I'm not doing yet. But it's not much, I think it'll save 3 seconds. Things started to slip. I still hit the Death Warp in Ishra's Arc, but I was a little sloppy, so I bled time, but not too much. The main thing is just hitting the Death Warp and getting out alive, so I'm okay to see the blood here. I died in my PB in the mountains, so I didn't die here. Maze of Memories was still really ugly. I dropped the climb like twice. It was really ugly. So there's like 15 plus seconds in Maze of Memories. Planti I one cycled. Blighted Noxious Olakusha, I can't remember what happened specifically. Cleaned up Dark Sea of Tears quite a bit. Cursely Arena, I didn't get any double hits in that fight. But because I took it slow and was patient, I didn't miss any damage windows, so... Well, I think I missed 1 damage window. But mostly the arena fight was really clean, which helped out quite a bit. Arc Revisited, I hit all 3 Death Warps, but with a little execution mistakes, we still bled a little time. Kingdom of Sorrow. I missed a movement cycle in the first like half the level. Can't remember what else went wrong there. But we just kind of clutched it out and played safe and accurate. King of Sorrow, I was worried I was going to miss some of the shots in the first phase when you're in the tunnel surfing, but we did okay. In King of Sorrow, I missed the last damage by throwing to the left instead of straight. Small input error cost me, I think, like 3 seconds. But that doesn't matter. We got a 1 of 42, and I'm really happy about that. This has been a really fun project, and I'm not done. But I wanted to taste this, because this has got like a lot of the tech that I want to do. The things that are bad are like execution mistakes that are outside of the major tech points, you know. The Underground Factory was first try on the out of bounds sequence break skip thingy, and it was pretty clean. I think maybe like second or third try mega jump on it, and like a lot of the bosses were just like stable and clean, except for full ground in the very beginning. But I love this game. I'm glad I've been able to showcase it and share it with everyone. It's been really fun learning because there's not a ton of like guides. There's especially no like you know, well, like English written out like tutorials where it's like do these XYZ inputs. A lot of it has just been me trying to scrape out bits of information, kind of throw this thing together best I can. But that's what I do here, and that's what you guys kind of know me for. Let's see here, hold on. We've got... This was on 44, so 44th no reset run. So I've completed this run 44 times. This was magic number 44. So I'm happy to feel like now my skill floor is getting to a point where even on my worst runs, I'm hitting 144, 143, 145. And who knows, all my friends have been doing marathons lately. Maybe it's my turn to share this and maybe do my part to help with it. Yo, Quill, you don't have to ever apologize for that, dude. One of my best Twitch homies. You don't have to... When you haven't played a game, you shouldn't be like watching it and stuff. So I appreciate you, man. I'm trying to think of what else I was gonna say. Not much. I'm just gonna wrap this up. That was a really good conversation, though. I feel like I might have to rewatch this one in a few days and like, did I say anything embarrassing? I'm definitely gonna submit this to the boards, though. I'm feeling happy about this one. But we were telling some funny stories. I think this morning we were talking about like getting rejected from my potential first kiss, all kinds of weird, janky shit. I don't really keep the stories myself, so it's your guys' fault for bringing it out of me. Yeah, that's right, Quill. Yeah, I know it. Thinking about it. Not that I don't know. I don't even know if it would be this game. Maybe like, I don't know. Back when I was doing a lot more Bomberman Hero, I thought I would do a B Hero. I thought I would submit B Hero to a marathon, and I never did. Like a couple years ago, I think I was like too nervous or like anxious of a person, but I think I'm a lot better at like talking now, which is thanks to you guys. But I think I'm a lot better at like handling these situations better. Maybe it is time. Good morning, Gum. Alright. This was Klonoa 2, Lunatea's Veil, any percent Popkaless. Really happy to get the 142. This is speedrun on a PS2. Thanks so much for watching.